Welcome, William, and thank you
Well,
for having the cojones to come in here. I give you respect for
he's
that.
on the stream.
I got
Yeah,
a
he came in.
I got a DM said that you were calling for me.
Yeah, I said you know like your reasoning for your supposed deconversion was pretty weak and flimsy, but maybe you could go more into depth and how that we were insufficient. So I mean, let me ask you first. Well, does your deconversion have something to do with me and Graham at all, or is it not?
I mean, not specifically.
Okay.
As in general, yes. Then if you watch my stream, then you should have been able to follow what I was complaining about, the lack of logic being used.
The lack of logic. Well, yeah, if you know maybe because you didn't see what I was saying, I was destroying your logic. Yeah, and you're just trying to weaponize that without any really validation or support, and like you're not showing, you're just like showing
So
arguments from
did
emotion.
you want me to come here so you could complain about my video? Is that what you're doing?
It's actually very easy to unintentionally criticize a narcissist.
Well, the hint is that unless you have some type of supported justification, then I mean, just don't try to put other people's videos up and poo-poo it. That's all you're doing is poo-pooing it.
Well, why does that bother you? I'm disagreeing with what you're saying.
As they believe they're always right, as they don't think they make any mistakes.
Well, because it might give a false image of myself, like a false understanding of other people out there of my channel. And I'm just saying, I mean, you're going to have to.
It is the case that I was playing a video from your channel.
Right.
Right. So that was you talking in that video. I'm not giving a false image. I'm letting you speak and say the things that you say and sound the way that you sound.
Right, but then you're narrating it though, and you're commenting on it and trying to spin it in a way that makes me look bad, and also Graham. And
it is very easy to cause that narcissistic injury.
I don't approve of it. I just thinking that's just. I mean, if you have any type of moral standard that you adhere to, then I think you should be ashamed of yourself.
And why would I be ashamed of myself?
Well, I mean, so you're an amoralist then? Like, do you have any type of moral standard?
No,
that you
I'm
adhere
just.
to?
Why do you think that you should get some sort of special treatment, praise?
I never requested that. I'm just saying if you're going to try to poo-poo
right,
people,
I watch you do this all the time with other people's streams as well. And then when I restream something from you, you have a problem with it.
Problem? Like, can you give me an example or
okay, did you not want me here? Because I got a DM saying that you were requesting me to get here, and I come here and you want to talk about my stream and tell me that I should be ashamed for commenting on the conversation that I was involved with you in. Okay, like we were all there. So I'm not spinning it in any other way than what I'm trying to say during the actual stream, but you won't allow it.
Well, no, as I didn't actually care if you came here. It was a challenge to you, as an open challenge to demonstrate how, and this is how I laid it out in the stream. You can rewind it.
I'll tell you, your first question was...
Why wouldn't Praise be allowed to respond back to you, William?
I'm sorry?
Why wouldn't Praise be allowed to respond back to you?
He is responding to me.
No, on your that you put out. I mean, tonight. I mean, what we're going over.
What about it? He is responding about it, isn't he? He just said he was destroying all my arguments or whatever he was doing.
Why wouldn't? Thank you.
I didn't complain about it. I don't have any problem with him doing that. I think it's a great thing.
I can't verbatim repeat what you just said. So why don't you go on ahead and tell everybody again what praise does?
Condescension mostly.
There you go.
Condescension.
And when a narcissist receives a narcissistic injury, they seek to punish you. This is when they're going to shame you, blame you, humiliate you, insult you, invalidate you, isolate you, punish you any way they can to feel better about the injury that they received. A narcissist will go all out to create an argument with you, to accuse you of causing the argument with them, so that they can close the wound to the injury that they believe they received from you.
This is a rhetorical question. Who are you, O little mortal? You are a little mortal. A bunch of whiny, crying noise is what you amount to. You are nothing. You are insignificant, William, and all the others and all the other followers in your group. You are insignificant.
I can't verbatim repeat what you just said. So why don't you go on ahead and tell everybody again what praise does?
Condescension mostly.
There you go.
Condescension. Once you look at yourself, you pathetic little old mortal, are insignificant, and you will always be insignificant. You will always be insignificant, even when you are going to be thrown into the lake of fire. You're still insignificant. Yes, he will laugh at you even when you go to hell. He doesn't. You are insignificant. You don't even know how insignificant you are. Just remember, I hope William sees this, so he sees and understands, from the Bible at least, how insignificant you are and your little ilk. Let's continue on. This is really good. Ezekiel 33. Okay, so Ezekiel 18 and 33 says, God does not take pleasure in the death of the wicked. You kumquat.
There you go.
Condescension. You insignificant gnat, you. You are an insignificant gnat that can be swatted away in an instant. Hear you Israelites, or just put it as plug in, hear you stupid, dumb, fucking heathen you.
And when a narcissist receives a narcissistic injury, they seek to punish you. This is when they're going to shame you, blame you, humiliate you, insult you, invalidate you, isolate you, punish you any way they can to feel better about the injury that they received.
You insignificant gnat. So we're going to go through a little bit of the stream that I came on earlier. They don't even know how insignificant they really are and useless. You people are useless and insignificant. Well, the hint is that unless you have some type of supported justification, then, I mean, just don't try to put other people's videos up and poo-poo it. That's all you're doing is poo-pooing it.
Why does that bother you? I'm disagreeing with what you're saying.
Right, but then you're narrating it, though, and you're commenting on it and trying to spin it in a way that makes me look bad. And also Graham, and I don't approve of it. I just thinking that's just, I mean, if you have any type of moral standard that you adhere to, then I think you should be ashamed of yourself. So we're going to go through a little bit of the stream that I came on earlier.
This is the only thing that I have left to say to William. He's a pathetic little fluff coward. He's fairy floss. What do you call it in America? Cotton candy or something?
There you go.
Condescension. So the whole thing is a campaign of anger and lashing out, payback. Just remember that, how insignificant you are. Absolutely nothing, useless. You are insignificant. Just remember that, William. I'm trying to land this point home because it needs to be stated. The one who holds all power in his hands laughs at you. Loser. You are a loser. You are a loser. And all your all the other people around you that you hang around are losers too.
There you go.
Condescension. Let's get back to the video now. But at least he's not a pussy like fricking William. And a coward like William.
There you go.
Condescension.
William, as far as I know, does ascribe to the, quotes, Christian God. Way.
Ezekiel 33. Okay, so Ezekiel 18 and 33 says God does not take pleasure in the death of the wicked,